I'm considered a millennial.
And I'm 22 years old, and I'm also considered. I just looked at the camera.
For all
you sound like an old man.
I do.
You're a millennial as well.
I know.
But we're on the opposite ends of being.
See, my millennial was all about Facebook when it first started. Was all it was like, you know, you would take pictures at parties and things like that, and you would take message, like kind of like your status updates, which I think was taken from AI going way back at AIM.
I used to use that as well.
You did?
I used AIM.
Really?
AOL.
How old were you then?
I was like in
10?
middle school, yeah.
You were like 12.
Yeah.
It makes me feel old.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I have a roommate now who's 39, and I'm also dating a 39-year-old who's going to be 40.
Wow.
And they say, and whenever I say things like, oh, whenever that song came out, I was like 8, and then they're like, oh, I was like 16, 17.
But yeah, I mean, I used to chat with my friends like on AIM and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I have this one friend, she's 25, and she always takes selfies, and it's the same exact selfie. And I called her out on this. Like, I don't like, you know, I tell her how it feels.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to like talk behind crap about her, but she's always like, and that's what it is. And then like her other friend, we went out to dinner one time, and he was like, oh my God, I need followers from like Taylor Swift. I'm just like, why do you care about this? That is just so maddening to me.
Well,
you're not like that, are you?
No,
like
no, I'm not like that at all.
I'm
not like that at all. But I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. I have a Facebook. I have a Snapchat.
But what do you use it for?
Facebook. I use Facebook mostly to talk about events or talk about things, current event issues that are actually going to be pertinent to people, right? Because a lot of people use it for, you know, like bitching, talking about their friends, pictures, stuff like that. But I like to use it to kind of show different views, and because we live in such a fucked up world.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a really fucked up world right now, where pretty much these tragedies are happening every day. So I think that as people who are underrepresented, as Latinos, or you know, people who are part of the LGBT community, people that can't really speak as loud as they want to, social media is a way to reach as many people as possible. So I think that's where it's transitioned. Social media, maybe for your generation when you started, well, not your generation, but you're part of the millennials.
My old generation.
Yeah, it was for like to connect with friends and things like that.
That's what it was.
Now it's moving into more of you know, just building a community and being aware of things.
Yeah, I like that. No, you are. I feel like you're like an older soul, because the younger souls, they just tend to like, hey, this is, you know, they la-di-da around what they, you know, this is a picture of me with my dog. Or,
like,
this is a picture of me with my beard.
Publicizing everything, right?
Yeah, and it's mostly like showing off, like, this is what I have kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like, I'm in a relationship. Look.
True.
And they always say, like, the people who do that are like the ones who are, like, the relationship isn't that.
Exactly, and I think that's why relationships really aren't working anymore, because people want to publicize everything.
Oh yeah, no, I met somebody off of an app. I'm not gonna say which app, because it's like there are so many orgies out there. True.
Yeah. But I mean, that happens everywhere. But I think like the generational divide here is that now people can communicate through text, and that is so much more comfortable than speaking face to face for a lot of people, right? Because you can either delete what you want to say, or you know, just
edit it.
You can edit whatever you want. So you know, it's not really like stream of consciousness kind of conversations like we're having right now, right? It's you feel comfortable, like you get to know the person a little bit while you're texting them, and then when you feel comfortable, you get to meet them in person.
Do you freak out whenever, if you send a text and they don't text you back?
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
No, I do too. Like, I get like if you know, I'll text my boyfriend or something, and then he won't text me for like 3 or 4 hours later, and I'm just like, are you mad at me? Like, what did I do? Where are you? And he's like, no, I was working. And I'm
that
just
creates so much friction.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy, because like now people are using texting to like communicate really serious stuff, and like stuff that should be done face to face. Because when you talk face to face, I mean, you can't really edit what you say, so like the real stuff is going to come out, right? You can actually see the emotion, you can see the anger, you can see the frustration.
I always say that to people. I remember, like, if I get into text fights with somebody or text arguments, I would like, you're not hearing me, you're reading my text, and you are taking my text and thinking that's what I said via text. I didn't say it like that. That wasn't because I didn't say it to you because I wasn't speaking to you on the phone or with you face to face. You read something and interpreted it that way.
Well, they're putting their own biases and their own voice into that text, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just not how it's going to work out. I mean, that happened to me in my past relationship, where like texting was everything. And it pretty much, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
And then there's sexting.
Sexting. Yeah, that's another
Which
one.
is actually funny because it's the same, I think it's kind of the same thing as like whenever you would send emails of yourself or of your private parts, whatever. And then, but now it's, you can just text them.
Yeah.
And I've been noticing that especially for a lot of women, that they've been getting a lot of unsolicited. I feel like it's different because with gays, it's like, that's like the standard of like how you say hello to someone. Kind of, yeah. Like I think it was a Gawker video. Was either a Gawker video or something where they're like, if life was Grindr, and this guy like was just like, oh hi, and he's like hi, and he just pulls down his hands. That's true. That's pretty much what it was.
I mean, that was Snapchat. Snapchat was started as like an answer to sex people, right?
I haven't done Snapchat, but I've seen.
Yeah, it's the thing where you can send a picture for like 7 seconds.
But still, they can like I'm doing this just to show like this is how you.
Yeah, you can screenshot.
You can screenshot it.
But then the other person knows when you screenshot it.
Oh, and then like you yell at the other person like, well, guess what? It's already on a blog.
Yeah.
It's come across me like.